What is up? Ham Radio, Kilo Echo 8 Papa Zulu November, the Ham Radio Adventure Guy. Thanks for stopping by. Your one stop for everything Adventure Radio. It is Hump Day. Time for the Hump Day Happy Hour. I got carried away in the music there, and I was like, oh, I need to talk, don't I? Anyway, welcome everybody. We're going to start just like we always do, giving a shout out to the Patreons because they're absolutely awesome and they rock. And welcome to our newest Patreon, Kilo Charlie 2. I wrote it down somewhere. It's Patrick.
Bravo Kilo Mike.
Bravo Kilo Mike. Kilo Charlie 2. Bravo Kilo Mike. Patrick, welcome to the Patreons, and we appreciate you very much. Then we're going to pop over here. This list continues to grow. You know, I've tried to fill up this rover list. I've said I'm going to do this if somebody done it by the end of one stream. I said I was going to do this if somebody done it by 2 streams. Nobody wants to be a rover. Everybody's scared to rove. But thank each and every one of you guys. You guys are awesome, and thank you very much. And then over to here, moving and shaking once again. So Kilo 8 Golf Quebec didn't make it like 360 days in top slot this time because Kilo 4 Lima India with a big off-stream donation. Very, very big off-stream donation. Thank you very much, Josh. Also with off-stream donations, Kilo 9er Alpha Echo, and our newest Patreon, Pat. So thank you guys very much. You guys are awesome. And that's the top 10 right now. And speaking of the top 10, because me and Hayden can't never seem to pull this off before a stream, we're going to stay over before we go to after chat. And me and him's going to do the live Twitter drawings tonight for the third and fourth quarter because we got to get it done because we are so far behind on it. So that's where that's at. Anyway, it's random night. You know, I've got plenty of stuff that I can talk about.
I want to go first.
Calm down. Teacher.
Ooh, me.
We got plenty to talk about, but if you people in the chat have something you want us to talk about randomly, and it's not something stupid like Terry thinking that I'm Buff Bagwell or something, you know, we will definitely talk about it, and we'll talk about Kilo Oscar 4 fart sniffing zebra right now. Thank you very much for the super sticker.
Yes, sir.
and for forever branding yourself.
And I believe I'm correct on this. Today is his birthday, so happy birthday.
It is.
Yes,
I actually wished him happy birthday on Facebook, but I'm glad I'm glad you said it on stream because I did forget between now and when I wished him happy birthday.
I didn't even know it was birthday, and I did a video about a follow up to his NFED today. Awesome, buddy! Happy birthday! Excellent.
And speaking of his NFEDs, if you were in those top 10 spots in those last 2 quarters, you may possibly be winning one of his NFEDs. So you never know. I ain't giving it away, or did I? What's up, Steve 57? Good to see you. YouTube member in the green.
Everybody lick that like button.
That like button.
All right, so since Dan was all proper and raised his hand, you know, I'm gonna let him start.
Yeah, I want to do a membership drive for the YouTube Rover. I think if you get 100 YouTube Rovers by the end of the month, you should send them a KX3. Just whoever the 100th person is, just send them a KX3.
Yeah, well, I think Dan has lost his mind.
Well, that's true. That is true.
Because first of all, we all know that you can't just get your hands on the KX3 just randomly, unless maybe you're the king.
Unless you have a scepter.
You know,
to trade.
Yeah.
You know, because these things are on hold, and you can't get these things. But I do now have a KX3. BP Man has lost his mind, and he's just in love with me now. And he sends me Valentine's cards every day now, and I did actually take it out. I got home last night and I did take it out. There was about 20 minutes to late shift, and I ran over to Chief Logan real quick and busted one out on CW before the late shift. So, and even running QRP, it was quick. I think it was about 9 minutes, 14 contacts, and I was out of there because I was getting out before the late shift, no matter what. So.
Yeah, Cody said he had to buy a used KX2 because the wait list is coming up on 3 months. So what you do, Cody, is you just go ahead and buy one new. And then by the time they get around to emailing you that, hey, we're ready for your payment because, it's really close for your shipping, you would have forgotten you did it in the first place. It'll be like another Christmas.
Well, mine is also used, and as a matter of fact, I will give a shout out to one of my King's Court Patreons for giving me an excellent deal on the radio. Shout out to Whiskey Victor 8 Tango. I got the radio for a steal, but although I am now once again looking for a Yaesu at 818 because I did trade my 818 for it, but I'm definitely looking for a new one of those. Hey, Whiskey One Radio Charlie Pop in the chat. We're gonna give him a shout out because he happened to build a website for the Ham Radio Adventure guy, and I'm still got some things I want to do. Steven, thank you very much for the super chat. I figured you'd be happy on that, but Robbie built a nice web page for us, and you can visit that at www.hamradioadventureguy.com and check it out. Got a lot of stuff. I'm going to probably start writing some blogs on there every now and then and stuff. God, they'll be crap. I wouldn't read them if I was you, but you can also head over there and go to any of my social media links. You can go to, if you order from Amazon and you're too lazy to message me and say, hey, can you give me a link for this specific item? You can click on that Amazon link and at least get me, 1/1,000,000th of a penny on your dollar.
Are your blogs going to be in all caps?
Yes, absolutely, because
Excellent.
That is the only way to blog.
I am a podologger, and if you don't write in all caps, you're just doing FD8.
Absolutely. Wait, isn't FD8 in all caps?
I shouldn't have said that. I'm going to hurt some people's feelings.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
Yeah, I'm sorry. This ain't shenanigans. I'm not going to go there. I seen another post on the photo web page, and
Robbie wants to know how much you made off the redo batteries on Amazon using the affiliate link because Amazon probably sold about $30,000 worth just through our Discord.
Well, you know what, Robbie? They probably did. There's probably 20 or 30 y'all that bought them, and there's probably like 3 of y'all that used the link. So I probably made $1.
Here's your 15 cents.
It's not much. I'll go ahead and tell you. It's. We'll put it this way. I chose to receive a check instead of the gift card. So I have to hit a certain tier of money before I get it. I have yet to receive a check. So if that tells you anything. Oh, that's right. Dr. Pepper money.
Oh, that reminds me. I need to buy a Sundrop before Orlando.
I'm going to take Kyle some Sundrop.
Yeah, but damn, that stuff's expensive on Amazon, man. It's like gold.
Well, why don't you buy it in the store?
They don't sell it around here that I've seen.
You're in the South. They don't sell Sundrop in Georgia?
No, they sell Mountain Dew.
Really?
Yeah.
I would have thought so. I mean, I know you can get it in North Carolina.
I'll have to look again closely. It's not something that I normally look at.
Food Lion sells it.
Hey, thanks very much, James, for the super chat. Appreciate you very much.
What is Sundrop?
Sundrop is
Sundrop is the energy drink of the heavens.
It's
Mountain
like
Dew for
it's kind of like Mountain Dew, but it's different.
It's better.
It is better, and the cherry lemon one is amazing.
Oh, it's so good.
So it's good stuff. Hey, there's a lot of stuff coming up, but before we even talk about Hamvention, everybody's talking about Hamvention, and I do want to hit that, but there's a lot of stuff coming up this month still. You know, not this weekend, but next weekend we got Support Your Parks weekend.
That's right.
You know, that's always a big weekend for a lot of you guys. It's always a big weekend for me. I'm hoping the weather breaks a little bit for it because I'll tell you, I've been freezing going out. Hey, thank you very much for the super chat. He'll send you over. He'll send you over a Sundrop for your next order over $80,
man. Publix will order it for me, Larry. That is awesome.
That's great.
Sundrop and bourbon.
wow! Now you're joking.
You know, that would probably be pretty good.
You said Food Lion carries it?
That's what I saw when I looked it up on the internet.
They do have it on their.
What's up, Duke? The Duke of Alabama, George. Are you going down to Orlando, George?
Of course he is.
Crown and Dr. Pepper kind of man. Now we're talking. That's actually a great drink right there because I've drank it many a times, Andrew.
If Bang Bang does not come down to Orlando, I'm going to be very disappointed.
But who's got plans for Support Your Parks weekend? Anybody got any big roves or overnight camping trips? What y'all planning for it?
Nothing here. Go out and activate some.
And Crown is a 24 flavor of Dr. Pepper.
That's true.
Listen, I'm going to tell y'all a little secret. You know, a lot of people don't know this, but since I don't bartend no more, I can let this out of the bag because it doesn't matter anymore. But you know, if you work in a restaurant or if you bartend that has a restaurant or something like that, and you get these annoying customers that want to order cherry Coke and you don't have cherry Coke, and they're like, "Well, the bar has grenadine. Put grenadine in it." I'm going to save you a lot of steps from walking to the bar. You fill the cup almost up till there's only about this much left with Coke, and top that last little bit with Dr. Pepper. And I'll tell you what, I promise you, I've done hundreds upon hundreds of times. Nobody has ever doubted that was cherry Coke.
Very interesting.
So there's your tip for the week. Now all these people that go to the restaurants and order cherry Coke just in the chat like, oh no, I ain't falling for that. I'm telling my server, I want to see him put the grenadine in.
Don't you be putting no Dr. Pepper in my cherry Coke.
Oh, it's hilarious.
Yeah, I'm with Robbie. No plans for Support Your Park, but I'll probably go out at least once and get the activation in for just to do it because I really don't want to put up with fighting for a spot in the bands because I know it's going to be busy. So.
Yeah, I mean, you're doing CW mostly now, so it's not near as busy.
Yeah, but I might go out and just do a CW activation. Actually, yeah.
Yeah. I think people are losing their minds.
Yeah, I got to get that paper. You're right.
They're losing their minds because I've slowed down a little bit this year, and I say slowed down, but just for giggles, I looked this morning And it's not going to be that way tomorrow morning because, I was busy today. But I looked this morning, and I had the lead on activations for the year. I'm not going that much slow. I'm not going that slow, guys. It's calmed down, but I'm just doing things differently. People get mad because, well, all you do is CW. No, 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 no. I do a couple activations on CW in the morning, and then in the afternoon I do sideband activations instead of doing them all together. Everybody's still got their chance. Calm down.
There it is, right there.
Yep.
That's always good to hear.
It's absolutely good to hear, and I'm going to tell you what. It is always my goal to get people. Last year, I'm trying to beat last year's record. I don't know how many, but I know it was over 30 people started CW because of me last year, and I'm trying to beat it. So,
I think you getting people to start CW in the last year is not on the same numbers, but it's equivalent to kind of like Eric in Hawaii getting on the QSOs for Hawaii. You've done a lot of people.
absolutely.
And you've gotten a lot of people into.
I know. Today is the 10th, and already this year, I know 2 people already. 10 days in, I know 2 people that is now making CW QSOs. And those 2 people are probably doing it because they're trying their best to stay in the PZN challenge. And I told everybody the PZN challenge is going to be harder this year. And
y'all just wait till he goes to Utah, and that's all he has is that damn KX3. Y'all are in for a ride. I'm telling you.
No, I'm not going to Utah with it. But you want me to tell you where I
get
think
an amplifier if you do.
You want me to tell you where I think the hard part's going to be for people? Is on that bicycle road. That 3 days, because that KX3 is probably the radio that's going on that road, because it's going to be less weight on that bicycle for me to take.
Yeah.
Because I don't know about you guys, but PC is making CW great again.
He's huge. He's very big into the CW. He's huge in the CW.
He's got the big dits and the tiny DAWs.
His dits are amazing. Just the best dits you have ever seen, in the DAWs are out of this world.
The DAWs are huge.
Did he just say, I'm not going to learn CW until I finish CW worked all states?
Yes, he did.
Yeah. Eric is on a mission to do the epic troll of the century.
Okay.
He's going to get worked all states in CW and not know a lick of CW. I think it's great. I think it's awesome.
More power to him. More power to him, man. That's awesome. It just reminded me of, when I used to run my MMA gym, and people would tell me they were really interested in MMA, and I was like, you can come try it out for, a week or so for free and see if you like it or whatever. Oh, well, I'm gonna come and I'm gonna sign up, but I'm gonna get in shape first.
Yeah.
Hey, rounds of shape.
It's a gym.
Wait. You're going to get in shape before you come to the gym.
That's right.
Okay.
You can't go to the gym out of shape. What are you thinking?
I mean, the only thing I can think of is it's when they were younger and didn't have jobs and they were going to the bar. How they had to get drunk before they went to the bar.
Absolutely.
That way they could buy one drink at the bar and just play with it all night.
It's the
pre-gaming.
Yeah, you got to pregame it, just like shopping at the grocery store. You got to eat before you go.
Hey, thanks very much, Stephen and Eddie, for the super chats. But yeah, I mean, that used to crack me up. I'm coming, but I got to get in shape first.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay. But yeah, that's my goal. I want so many people to start doing CW. Listen, I try my best to make every wit in America hate me. And, I've covered the 80-meter vids. I've covered the 40-meter vids. 60 meters absolutely hates me, but we're taking over the CW bands now. We're gonna take over them too, because I want all the lids to hate me.
But there's no lids on CW.
Okay, jump in one of my pileups, big boy.
I'll argue with people left.
Oh, there you go.
Everybody always says that. You always get the comment, somebody on sideband saying, I had this lid, and then somebody will just inevitably reply to it and go, you don't have that problem on CW. It's like, okay. Okay.
The funny part is the 7,200 guys would probably just think it's interference and not know what's going on.
Yeah. I might do that.
Yet?
Yeah, I might do that. Support your park. 7,200 CW activation.
There we go. It is illegal to do CW anywhere.
Absolutely. I don't think I'd have to worry about being on the same frequency as another activator, because nobody's going to activate sideband there.
I can't say that I haven't done CW on 80 meters before. I'm not talking about 80 meter CW either. I'm talking about when vids come and think they're going to run me off and this, that, and the other. So I do my 80 meter sideband, then I go straight to 80 meter AM, then I go to 80 meter CW after all on the same frequency.
Yeah,
they love me. They would buy that shirt, Brian. I hate BZN shirt.
Patrick said it's harder to be an ass in CW. I'll give that to you. Well, no, not necessarily. It's harder to be a coherent ass in CW.
I will tell you. Come over and listen to my pileup sometime.
Whiskey Zero Charlie Golf Charlie has sent a super chat.
Kapow, Chris. Thank you very much for the CW. Chris, your CW is not bad at all.
Thank you for the super chat, brother.
Yeah, it's not bad at all. I'm really listen. The first day he sent me CW, I thought Dan was messing with me. I really thought Dan was messing with me.
Did you look at the radio like this?
I was like, Charlie Golf Charlie? And I was like, all right, I'll play. Charlie Golf Charlie ? He sends it again. I was like, cool. Charlie Golf Charlie ? I'm like, if this is Chris, he's getting ready to blow his lid because I'm question marking him too much. It's like he's doing QRP or something. And he come back again. I was like, all right, Whiskey Zero, Charlie Golf Charlie, 5 Indian, 5 in. And he come right back, and I was like, wow, that just happened.
Golf Echo Charlie, the strong 5-9's in the chat. Good to see you, bro.
I really thought Dan was Delfishing me.
That's a verb now. I love it.
Yeah, I made it a verb.
Yeah.
Does it require French fries?
You can order them. You can order them if you want.
You'll know if it's me, because I'm not just going to use somebody else's call sign. So if it's actually somebody else's call sign, you can pretty much guarantee it's not me messing with you. Now, I might mess with you and call you with your club call sign just to really throw your brain for a loop.
I will tell you this is daggone Cootie Key David in the chat. If he is, I got a question for him.
Oh man, I forgot to call him back. He left me a voicemail the other day, yesterday.
Well, I'm going to tell you, he really pushed my limits today in CW. Because number one, he's sending us a Cootie Key, and I've got his call now. I know. Okay, that's David. I know that rhythm. I know this Cootie Key. I'm good.
Right.
Or bug, whatever he's using. So he works me, and I give him 5 in, 5 in, and I'm waiting for his reply. And he replies with, "What are you doing in my state?"
And you copied that. That's awesome.
And I copied that.
Yes, sir.
But here's the really surprising thing. I put just barely across the border. And then put 73.
That's great.
But here was the bad thing. I'm going out of my rhythm, out of my thing, and I'm sitting there thinking, wait, did I even spell that right? Oh, but yeah.
At least you didn't head copy it like I did and go completely brain dead and misspell okay.
Well, that would be pretty bad. Hey,
That's exactly what I did.
Thank you very much for the super sticker, Terry. But yeah, that was my highlight of the day. I had a conversation during my activation with NCW. So
there's Terry knowing how to get stuff done right there, brother.
Well, Terry, that's fine. That's not like a normal thing where you normally, donate $1.50 and say, I need 25 at East Lynn State Park. That's 2 hours out of your direction, and you done got your eagle there. And there's nothing really near there for you to activate besides that one, but I really need it.
Yeah, I need I need a couple more at Lost River.
Yeah, well, I go ahead. I'll go ahead and tell you.
You know what? Next time I go over there, Dan.
Oh, it's a lot closer to you, isn't it?
Oh yeah, it is.
Yeah,
it's probably a lot closer to you than it is me, Dan.
It might be too.
When I mean a lot more, I probably need 99.
Yeah, okay. That's probably what you need is like 99. Do you have
that this summer?
I don't know. Let me look.
Do you have Lost River?
I don't know. I do not know.
I went there once. I had no cell service, but I've done some things.
I will tell you what.
I want to try.
I will tell you what, Dan.
I have Lost River State Park and Lost River State. Oh, okay. Yeah. I got it. I got it twice.
You've got it twice.
Okay, None of them from you.
So you need 98 more. So I'm going to be nice. I'm going to be nice. On your next super chat, whether it's $1 or $5,000, I will guarantee you one contact with me from there if you can make it QRP.
Oh, that's easy.
That's very nice.
Oh, you'll hear me. I'm on top of the world.
Yeah.
Hey, thank you very much for the super chat, Mike. Good to see you. Mike is still in the PZN challenge. He's won. I don't think I said it, but Sunday there was 20 names, and just to make the people even more nervous on the 10th, I've already heard that there's people already getting nervous, and it's the 10th. They have no idea what's coming for them, do they, Dan?
No, but they don't.
Just to make it people more nervous, there was 20 on Sunday. There is 17 today, and I do not know who the 3 is that dropped out. Now everybody's sending me an email. Did you get me? Did you get me?
The only 4 people that I assume are still in it that know what you're in for is Terry and the Pearsons.
They know what they're in for.
Yo, it'll be fun, he said.
Eddie is correct. Eddie is out. But Eddie, your counterpart is still in. That's right. The 1 watt wonder's still in. He's still in on 1 watt as far as I know. All his
That's
is still
awesome.
1 watt.
That is awesome.
So.
Oh.
Well, if that's the case, Patrick, go for it.
Heck yeah, buddy. Go activate the crap out of it.
Where's 2040?
I'm looking it up now.
It's I would say it's close to 2039, but that's not necessarily the case.
That is not necessarily true at all.
Kilo 24.
Yeah, only 356
Crab
days
Island
left.
State Park.
There's not 356 days left, y'all. Calm down. It's like
Molly is the only one that's activated that.
Lake Champlain.
Well,
oh no, there's 2 activations, 2 attempts. Molly's the only one listed though.
That is nice.
I'm afraid I'm not west. You know what? When I had that west area, will get me just fine.
Does it count? All right, let me add, this is a question for PP Man. So PP Man, answer in the chat here. Or just answer if you're not in the chat whenever you watch this replay, let me know. Is it still considered QRP if I run 5 watts into an antenna that has like 25 dB a gain?
Yeah.
So QRP is your ER.
Well, essentially, a 5-watt transmitter, like back in the day when I started, 5 watts and below is QRP. No matter what your affected radiated power is.
I got you.
That's why QRPers strive to have the most efficient antenna.
Okay. So it's so it's PEP, not what is that, ERP?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
Yeah,
cool.
effective radiated power. Yep.
Well, hell, QRP is easy then.
That's easy, they say.
Absolutely.
Here's the thing. It's not hard. QRP is not hard. Is it going to get you 100,000 contacts in a year? No. But it's not hard. Just like go for it, big boy. Yeah, I'm down for that. Looky there, Pete. Pete says he's your Huckleberry.
Yeah. PP Man, you should make a goal for 2025. 100,000 contacts, QRP as an activator.
Have fun with that. It's easy though. It really is. Like I said, it was 8 or 9 minutes, and I had 14 and was out before the late shifts. So it's not hard to do QRP.
He says, "Am I out of my mind?"
Of course, Mike. Haven't you met us?
Right there, and Eric got in 6 days got about 3 KQSOs.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he slightly has a little bit of advantage about he's in Hawaii and everybody wants to hunt him.
He doesn't even have to be in Hawaii. People hear that. People see that KH6 no matter where he is. Shit, he can be in Michigan or Huntsville or Dayton.
Oh, I know.
And everybody will be like, oh, Hawaii's on. And then they email him, I contacted you on blah, blah, blah date. Why didn't I get a confirmation for Hawaii? You're a KH6 call sign. Because I was in Ohio.
That's where you got to throw in the stroke OH.
David is in the chat now. I don't think he was here earlier when he
Who was that guy that mentioned that they were going to go to Dayton and hopefully work a lot of people in that park up there so they can finally get their Worked-All State? It was so
I remember
funny.
that.
It's like, that's not the way this works, dude.
I'm just going to go to Dayton and park all 50 states.
Absolutely.
They're all going to be in Cedar Creek.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, if you don't put the grid square in there, that'll work.
Oh.
All right. So David wants to know what he missed. We were talking about you and your dits and dots.
I ain't going back into that story. You're going to have to rewatch, buddy. I'm just kidding. I was talking about how you took me out of my comfort zone, making me answer questions. I won't go fully back into it since everybody else has heard of it. Definitely took me out of my comfort zone today. All right, so we talked about support your parks weekend. The next weekend after that is field day, winter field day.
Yes, sir.
I hope everybody has plans for winter field day. I mean, you can do it from your house if you have to. But
I hear somebody is going to make an appearance as a wolf.
That's right.
I don't know if the wolf's going to make an appearance or not.
Just saying, maybe,
The infamous.
it wouldn't be a field day without it. It wouldn't be a winter field day without it.
That's true. Somebody's got to stay warm in that wolf costume.
Somebody has to hold the dude's hair back as he's in the field, you know.
Yeah, I don't know if I don't know if he's coming back to any more field days. His cousin probably won't bring him back no more. I don't think.
Yes, lick that like button, guys.
Lick it good.
Lick it.
I was running 33 watts when I was doing 40 meter sideband feet. Yeah, I did an activation today after all my CW activations, and I forgot to turn up the power, and I don't think anybody really noticed. But I ran all the 40 meters on 33 watts. Then I went to 20. I was like, oh, I guess I better turn my power up.
Nah.
I'm pretty sure you can, Brent.
I was not QRP though. I was just 33 watts.
James, when you do winter field day, do you do it in the park?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I will be at Cabway Lingo, and I will be under Whiskey 8 Lane Oscar Golf. But at least once I will be under Papa Zulu November because I have to have an activation in for today.
Yeah.
So, I'm your Huckleberry.
So you can work me under two different call signs.
That's actually how I found out about POTA was summer field day 3 years ago. I heard all these POTA stations going on.
My about the same for me. I didn't find out about POTA. That's how I got introduced to ham radio, actually, in like 93.
Oh, okay.
Around 93-ish. One of my friends was a licensed ham, and he took me to summer field day.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, it's pretty cool. And then it's all downhill from there.
There you go.
What were you, Dan? About 4?
No. 3.5, maybe?
Really?
No.
Cody said before I was born.
Well, yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
I graduated high school in 93.
No, I was probably 13, 14 years old, something like that. Yep.
And what year did you get licensed?
96, 95 or 96. I really can't remember. It was one of those 2 years at the Jacksonville Ham Fest in the summer.
Shortly after that.
Yeah. I don't even know if they still have the Jacksonville Ham Fest. I hope they do. But I remember taking my ticket there. That was very shortly after they got rid of the code requirement for tech.
Okay.
Because I didn't want to do Morse code.
Mm-hmm.
So I got the no code tech, and then obviously the no code general. And now I'm doing Morse code.
I didn't realize they had gotten rid of code requirements till 2001, and that's when I got mine.
Yeah, as soon as I got rid of that code requirement and you can get a no code tech, I was like, heck yeah.
Yep.
David was on his bug today, his 1926 bug.
Very nice.
When he pulled me out of my comfort zone.
I would like to see pictures of that in Discord.
Yeah. Put some pictures of your bug in Discord, and they're on there before the end of the stream. We can share them with everybody. It sounds like I love vintage equipment. As much as I run the latest, SDR defined radios and solid state, this and that, I do like vintage stuff.
Oh, here we go. I have got to bring this up. Hold on. Stand by. Brian has sent me a picture.
Oh, very nice.
Hey, Brian got worked by Royal Truffle Butter the other day.
I hate PZN because I'm a lid.
That's great.
I'll sell them if anybody wants to buy them. They're $85.
I think
No,
we
no. They should be 83.
Oh yeah,
83. Yeah, there you go.
$83. There we go.
And a little wolf hong needs to be in there somewhere.
Yeah.
So
That's great.
hey, if you're not making vids hate you, you're doing it wrong.
He said that's because I am. That's brutal.
You're doing it wrong if you don't make the vids hate you guys. so I called this as frequency and use yesterday, and some guy got in there and said, "Yeah, we're getting ready to run the blah 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 net." And I said, "Okay, cool." I was like, "What was your call sign?" He gave me his call sign. I stuck him in my log because I was like, "All right, you guys have a good net." He said, "Yeah, hope you find a spot and have a good net too."
Joe had a good idea the other day in Discord chat. They were all in voice chat. He said the next time somebody gets on from a net and asks them to move, he's going to say, well, it took me forever to find this frequency here, and I don't have any internet access to respot myself. Do you mind going to find me a clear frequency and then coming back and let me know where I can move to and then respotting me? That would be so hilarious just to see what they say.
Oh. And David said the picture is up. Hayden.
I don't see it, David. Where did you post
Where do you put it? Or yep.
send it to me in Discord. No,
I got it.
Oh, you got it?
Oh, that is
put
nice. You put it in the video somewhere. I got it.
Oh, okay.
Shit. This is very nice.
Oh, it is.
I like it.
So you should have inscribed on the bottom of it, I make easy and leave his comfort zone.
That has the actual. Now I really don't know much about vintage keys, but that lever on the bottom, is that the actual break-in lever that they actually used on telegraphs to actually do the break-in?
I don't know what smexy means.
That's I like that.
I know what it means if you take out the M.
That probably stands for Kilo Echo 4 Eastern Smexy time.
That makes sense. It made me feel a little uncomfortable.
All right, so I guess we can move toward Orlando since we're done talking about field day.
Yeah,
I didn't hear a bunch of people's plans because everybody's being top secret, I guess.
Well, winter field day is going to be cold.
all I know is that whatever Kyle's cooking, I'm eating.
Listen, it doesn't matter if it's cold or not. If you have enough bourbon, it's not cold.
True.
And Dr. Pepper.
Well, the Dr. Pepper don't matter at that point. Once it gets about 7 degrees or something, it's, of course it could be beautiful here. Like the weather's so stupid. Yesterday was nothing but pouring rain and like 90 miles an hour wind. And I kid you not, I pulled into Forks of the Coal. And the second I pulled into Forks of the Coal, it stopped raining and the wind stopped blowing. I activated, took all my stuff down, pulled away, and it started pouring the rain.
Really?
I'm like, what in the world? How did I get that lucky? And then today, it was warm yesterday, even though it was raining. Today, freezing cold. I mean, absolutely. It never got above 35 today. Tomorrow, it's going to be in the 50s and nice. Then the next day, it's back to cold. I mean, it's stupid.
Oh, we're getting a wicked snowstorm on Monday, supposedly.
Yeah, I think next week it's supposed to be like 4 degrees or something stupid.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that line of storms that came through yesterday was brutal. Did you get any of that up there in, near Baltimore,
So give me what?
Hayden?
What's that?
That line of storms that came through?
Oh yeah, the wind was blowing crazy.
Yeah, it was
But
bad.
like I told you before, my son lives on a sailboat.
Yeah.
And the water came up in the middle of the night at low tide, and this much of his piling was showing above the water.
It's crazy.
And the piling's like up to here on me as you're walking down the dock. It's crazy. But the winds were just blowing the right way, and we got all that rain and runoff. Luckily, we're high enough to where we won't have to worry about a 5 feet storm surge.
My antenna stayed up. I mean, I loosened the legs on my inverted V to give it a little more sway.
Mm-hmm.
I took my KO4F ZS NFED. I'm trying to think of the NFED. I'm like, what do you call it? I'm tired, guys. I took my NFED down because it's a 131-foot wire that was it was swaying hard.
Mm-hmm.
So I took that down and just laid it on the ground. It's back up now. But
Yeah, you got the 10 to 80, right?
yeah, it's long. Yeah. I also have the 10340 that I keep in my antenna box in the truck. I used that part last time I went out because my Eagle One was still drying from painting.
I got to. By the way, I showed Tristan your Eagle One.
Sweet.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to put up a 10 to 80 here, I believe, even though I give up. You know, noise at my house is horrible. Noises here is the guy who is right there, right next to where I want to do radio at, has like this right against his wall, that's against me, has this huge computer server, like a wall length, and I'm like, are you kidding me?
You know what you got to do? You just got to develop a directional EMP.
Just that's funny.
Cody wants to know what we're using to tune our Eagle Ones.
A tuner. I love you, Cody.
Short answer is a tuner.
I'm using okay, so I've used a couple different auto tuners. The LDG Z11 Pro 2 works very good. That LDG, what is that? Is that 200M?
That is the Z100 Alpha.
Okay, so the Z100 works good too.
I love it.
Right now, currently, I'm using an LDG AT200. Still works great. James uses a manual tuner. I know, works great. So
the built-in tuner on the football works wonderful.
Yeah, built-in tuner on the 6100 works good too.
The greatest tuner made. Little tiny MFJ manual tuner.
Is that the same one that we double tuners with?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, we wanted to hit, I forget what it was, 80 or something like that.
And we didn't have to double tuner it. I could have sat there forever and really tuned it down. But the way I like to do it is I like to get it down to like under 3, and then I'll hit my internal tuner and just tune down the rest of the way.
Yeah.
Well, Dan didn't have an internal tuner. So we ran my tuner into his push button tuner.
Yeah.
I tuned it down under 3, and then he hit the push button.
Tuned it flat.
Nice.
Heck yeah.
How many of y'all use 2 tuners to tune an antenna and still make tons of contact?
Yeah.
What model tuner was that you held up? I missed it.
I don't know that it has the model number on here. This thing is old, Hayden.
That's your famous manual tuner, right?
This is the
LDGs are good.
MFJ 971.
MFJ 971.
It's older than the Hills. It was my dad's antenna tuner. I actually fried it when the power surge took out the 991A, and
It is still
I guess 6 months later, I smacked the crap out of it, and it started working again, and it's worked ever since. So
there you go.
Nice.
Oh, did you ever figure out your power for your DX10?
I couldn't get it to do it again to save my soul.
It's like taking your car to the damn mechanic, isn't it?
Yeah, it's stupid. Like I tried everything in the way. I tried every way in the world to get it, and it's not done it since.
Yeah.
I don't know what the deal was that day. It was saving my life. Maybe lightning was getting ready to strike right where I was or something.
Yeah.
That's funny. If you look that up on Amazon, that tuner comes up under fixed mount CB radios.
10-4, good buddy.
Paul said he was always told not to run 2 tuners.
That's interesting because,
well, if you have a manual and automatic, I would say that's okay.
I mean, even a manual and a manual, or an auto, it shouldn't really.
Here's the thing: a tuner makes the radio happy.
Yeah.
Okay,
That's all it does.
And it's not efficient.
Yeah.
As everybody wants to say.
Yeah.
But
I don't think they should call an antenna tuner to start with. Let me get on my rant for a minute.
Well, let me finish.
Okay, go ahead.
So for 2.5 years now, I've used a manual tuner along with my internal tuner because I'm lazy. I don't want to sit there. A manual tuner takes work. It takes work, and if you're going to get it down to 1-to-1, you're going to be there for a while. We all know that I'm, what is it, ADHD or whatever. I don't have time for all that. I get it under 3. I hit my internal tuner, and I go down.
Yep.
I've never had any radio issues. I've never had nothing like that. Is it efficient? By all terms, no. But,
yeah,
over 200,000 contacts in 2 years, I don't need to be any more efficient.
Can't argue with that because it's working, right?
Hello to James of the North.
Yeah, thank you very much for 3 months as a YouTube POTA rover.
One of 2.
One of 2 POTA rover.
Right. But no, I don't think they should call them antenna tuners because you're not tuning your antenna. It's not tuning your antenna. All it's doing is making your radio happy to see an impedance of around 50 ohms. Your antenna is still a pile of crap.
It's an impedance matcher.
All it's doing is making your radio not blow up when it puts out power. Call it a antenna, a box that makes my radio happy, but my antenna is still a pile of crap.
Absolutely, rovers rock. I wouldn't expect James to be anything but a POTA rover.
That's right.
That title fits him just perfect.
You know what? Another thing. Both of our POTA rovers are both named James.
No, that's true.
Oh no.
That is definitely true. All right, so we got a few more minutes left. Who else going to Hamcation? In the chat, I want to see it. Let's see who's going to Hamcation. Let's see if there's anybody that I have not met that's going.
If you're going to Hamcation, put "I love PP Man" in the chat.
Isn't that a contradiction?
Whiskey One Radio Charlie Papa's going.
Yeah.
Pat's going. Dan's going with the love for PP Man.
Absolutely, because PP Man's going to be there. He said he's going to come now.
Yeah, I don't believe that for. he is scared that Terry will show up and he'll have to do the teeter-totter competition early.
I thought he'd be scared that he'd have to wake Terry up.
Eddie can't wait to meet me. You know what, Eddie? I can't wait to meet you either because I have a feeling you'll make me brisket.
Yes, sir.
Viz ain't going to Orlando, but Viz will be in Florida right before that.
Pat, Ham Radio Harvey. Yes. I'm activating a park Friday. If anybody wants to come with me, they're more than welcome to. Depending on Bill Brown's schedule, we might actually do a rove on
that would be Saturday
afternoon. But Friday definitely. Saturday definitely. Sunday. I'll be activating every day.
I'm thinking that's the 9th, 10th, and 11th.
Yes.
David.
Yep.
I know it's the weekend before my birthday.
9th, 10th, 11th. Yeah. A little less than 1 month from now, actually. Coming up fast, guys. Hard to believe it's been a year since the last one already.
Dude, honestly, I feel like every other month I'm going to a big show, and it's not that case, but I feel like it. It doesn't take long because the second Orlando's over, I start thinking about Dayton.
Yeah.
Even though I have stuff in between there, including a huge Patreon meetup in Murphy, North Carolina. There is no date for that yet. But if you will keep your eyes on the calendar at www.hamradioadventureguy.com, it will show up there when I get the date locked in.
Dayton's one of the ones I want to make too. Just to say I did before I pass away, become a silent key. Just say I've been to Dayton, but it's the hardest one for me to get to. Just the time of year and the distance.
Dayton is
James Jenner. When are you going back exactly? Because I would love to be able to meet up with you if I'm there in time.
Yeah, and if you're close to Central Florida.
Cody's going to Dayton.
Yeah. I already got my cabin for Huntsville, so we'll be at Huntsville this year.
Yeah, I know he stole the King's cabin.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Like, he literally went in as I was checking out and told them, said, I want that cabin. Leave the same sheets on the bed. Don't even change them. He said, just take them off.
Leave
for all year. And when it's time for me to come back, put those sheets right back on the bed. Same pillowcases.
Same pillowcases. Make sure the smell of peanut butter is still wafting in the air.
Did Terry tell you where he hid the underwear?
Probably on the couch he slept on.
Anyway.
That place has epic smeared on the walls.
Oh, my Lord.
All right, leaving the afternoon of December the 9th.
We'll be there. That's Friday.
Wait a minute, December the 9th?
Oh, yeah, wait. You mean December or February?
Maybe February.
If he means February.
Okay, so February. Okay, so he's leaving the afternoons. Yeah, so we'll be in Orlando then. That's Friday.
Yeah, we'll talk. We'll talk. Maybe we can set up an activation, James. That would be awesome.
Absolutely.
And if you don't have time, I understand, but it would be awesome. And if I could activate with a Texas Patreon without having to be in Texas, that'd be even better.
And you're going to be at Disney World, which is like not far from where we're going to be. So even if it's just us just go outside of the gate, so you don't have to pay to get in, just to say hey to you, dude. I really want to meet you.
Hey, you could always do a Delvish activation.
There you go.
Find the nearest McDonald's.
Oh, Lord. Here. Anyway, all right. It is the top of the hour.
Did I use it
And-
wrong?
You did it very well.
Technically, the correct termage is if somebody is doing something wrong or lying to you in some way, you say, "Are you Delfishing me?"
Okay. I see what you did there.
Okay. So that is the correct termage for a Delfish. Eddie is working on Urban Dictionary to make that the correct definition in Urban Dictionary.
Very nice.
He doesn't know that, but he does now. All right. Anyway, it is the top of the hour, and we're going to head over to After Chat. After, me and Hayden will be a few minutes late because we're going to go live on Twitter right here in a couple of minutes. I'll have to set that live stream up. Then we're going to do the third and fourth quarter giveaways. So if you want to watch that, you're going to have to watch it on Twitter. And other than that, we will be over in the After Chat. If you do not know how to get to After Chat, that probably means you're not a Patreon. And you can try Patreon out for 7 days for free if you go over there and sign up for Top Activator. And just do that and then message me, Dan, or Hayden in Discord, and we'll get you in. Thank you guys very much for all the super chats and stuff tonight. And we'll catch you later this week. 73, everybody.
73, guys.
73, everyone.